Here we go, boys. Cenred's first battle in charge of the troops. Let's see how it goes. And if I make a massive blunder because of my incompetence, let it be known that it wasn't me that blundered up. It was Cenred. I did it on purpose to portray Cenred's ineptitude. It's kind of a strange settlement. There's a bridge by the looks of it, crossing over. It's dry. Dry's good. Start deployment. Okay. How do we get into this joint? We got a tower here. We've got a tower here. So we've only got 2 towers. In fact, the settlement has taken 37% damage already. Probably due to the fact that somebody else has got here before we have, which is rather unfortunate, but the morale of the enemy has been significantly lowered, which is a nice bonus. Now we are Saxons, which means that if we their settlement is almost a ruin. Yeah, if we damage this settlement as much as possible, we get extra plunder. I think it's extra 100 coin for every 10% damage that we do to the settlement. So we need to burn this place to the ground, don't we, really? We need to burn it to high heaven.
The radar map allows...
Shut up. Shut your face. They're rushing out at us here. They're rushing out. Oh boy. Alright. I'm going to group these guys together. I'm going to move them forward a little bit. We're going to have to bring these guys back. They're getting rushed here. Ungroup them. Slot them in behind. Okay, where's my horses? Don't want them anywhere. Put them wide. Just bear with me. Put one there. Put one here. Okay. We've got some. These are rubbish anyway. These bands. We're going to just bolster the middle ranks with these, perhaps. General, move up. Okay, that's looking good. We're happy with that. Here come the horses. They're going to absolutely. They're going to throw themselves away. We're going to brace with our shield wall formation. This is not going to go well for you, is it? Really? I mean, oh! You idiots! What the hell are you doing? Taking down some of our horses, what they're doing. I'm not happy with that. Right. I'm going to take these guys off fire at will if we can. I don't want my horses. There we go. Don't want them firing on my horses. And they're off on their little... There you go. There they go. Run away. It's not too bad. Not... Oops, Daisy, I'm losing control here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Saxon spears, we lost. Oh, we did lose a few there. Holy moly. Jesus. Did I have them? I must have. I think I did. I can't remember if I did put them to spear wall. Yeah, they suffered a few losses there. Okay, so they've got their infantry just ambling forward here. Here they come. Comitatensis spears, exploratores, cohorts. They're just charging out. This is the last gasp efforts of the garrison here. They're not sitting back and waiting for us to burn and loot and pillage. They're just gonna bring it on, aren't they? They're just bringing it on. So fair enough. Fair enough. We'll give them A+ for effort. What we're going to do is we're going to start to loop our cavalry round for rear charges. Not a problem. We're probably going to take some of our... Okay. We'll leave them in normal formation, I think. Right, let's go! Okay, let's try and get this happening as quickly as possible here. Horsies! Horsies! Oh my god, they're running off already. Let's get them swarmed. Let's get them swarmed. Let's get them in the rear. Oh, towers! Towers! Towers are coming! Run away! Run, please! Towers! Burning! Burning death. Let's get the last few remnants of these guys mopped. Oh, we just zoomed in a bit late there. Never mind. Get in the battle before we suffer any more losses from their towers. Right. Very straightforward. And the unfortunate thing was we couldn't actually do much damage to their settlement, so that's unfortunate. We suffered a loss of 256 men. Don't know if we would have lost more or less if we auto-resolved it, but well, I'm not overly unhappy with how that went. And yeah, somebody has already been here, which means that we're getting very, very little loot and plunder from this place, which is a little bit disheartening. A little bit disheartening, to say the very least, because, well, this could be the story of our campaign. Picking up the dregs of the rest of the clan's actions, but we're going to sack it. That's what we have come to do. And all we can do is press on to the next place, hoping that we get there first. Now I can see some raiding. Is that raiding? No, it's just the leaves falling off the trees. Right. Cenred has increased his rank as a result of that victory, and well, he is going to be looting and he is going to be sacking quite a lot around here, so we're going to be making a push towards despoiler. So 1 point in that because we have to, and then a point in despoiler to increase the plunder that this general will take from his actions. And then we also get a tradition for the army. Now, is there any traditions that relate to raiding in here? Raiding income, that's not sacking, but we might do some raiding as well, so I think we'll also go like that. Can we do that? No, we can't. We've got to go there, which gives us integrity. We're going to have to go here as well, aren't we? We're going to have to go there, then there to get that, and then to get that. Bit of a convoluted way to go about business, but there you go. Okay. And then he's going to push his way forward towards here. Yeah. Okay. So on Cenred marches, of course, not getting involved in the fight himself in that battle, standing back and ordering the troops to go and do their business, and he just sat there looking on, probably quaking in his boots. But that's 254, was it? Talents to our treasury. Let's keep track of the total number of profits that he brings. So far, it's 250 something. Not a good start, it has to be said. And maybe drawing the suspicion of the High King. High King, 254 talents has been sent back. 254 talents? From a Roman settlement? I find that hard to believe, he says. Surely Cenred is pocketing some of the treasure for himself. It's not only is he a philanderer and a coward, he's also greedy. Treacherous, perhaps? Time will only tell. Anyway, we are now able to upgrade our Nordic band to Nordic Brigade as a result of researching defined military obligation, so we're going to crack on with that very quickly. We will give this army... Can we do it this turn? Oh, I think you might have to be in Allied territory to do it. Yeah, you've got to be in Allied territory. We're not interested in upgrading these because these are cheap upkeep units just for military public order purposes, therefore not too fussed about these. It would have been nice to have these upgraded, but well, it's tough cookies, isn't it, really? So that's fine for now. So in terms of the technology there, I'm just going to go into a little bit of a issue with the technology growth at the moment. From what I've been reading, apparently if you upgrade your technology as you normally do, you know, upgrading it every turn, every opportunity you get, your Imperium level is actually directly influenced by your technological growth. So for instance, if we're turtling a little bit like we are at the moment, not purposefully, but we're not expanding massively quick, if you research technology at a normal pace before your empire is large enough, what happens is you suffer a massive diplomatic penalty due to the increase of your Imperium. At the moment we're getting a great power penalty, which is costing us, I think it's -10 at the moment. How do we see that? How do we see that? Bear with me. Yeah, great power -10. So the more your Imperium increases, the bigger that penalty. So what I'm trying to get at is we can't afford to blast through our technological upgrades without upgrading our empire as well, because by the time we are going to research this for now, by the time our empire grows big enough to cope with all the enemies we're going to no doubt get as a result of the penalty, our empire's not going to be big enough to deal with it. So what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to get this, and then stop all technological upgrading until we get at least another whole province, to hopefully prevent ourselves from becoming beset on all sides by enemies before we're ready for it. So that will give us an extra +1 public order across the land, and then we're going to hold off on any further technological upgrades until our empire is a little bit bigger to deal with any potential further hits to our diplomacy due to that great power penalty. I know this feature is causing a lot of discontent amongst a few people. Well, I think if you do balance your technological growth with your empire growth, etc., etc., it's manageable. And I don't like to be overly gamey with these sorts of things, but I similarly don't want to end up on a war on 4 fronts with just Britannia superior to my name, so there has to be a bit of balance taken into consideration. So I just thought I'd highlight that little fact to those of you that weren't aware of it. So we're just going to quickly look at the news. We have population surplus in Britannia superior, which means we can finally upgrade this or this. I'm going to upgrade this whilst we're waiting for this to be able to be upgraded, which was going to take a bit more time for us to sort this ruined city out. And what we're going to build here is we are going to build the public order building, because public order is a massive issue. We're going to be powerless to stop an outbreak of rebellion from here, but we're going to do our best. So let's get this chieftain's house, which is going to increase public order at level 1 by +3, and then by level 2 by +7. It's going to take 20 food, which we have a surplus of food at the moment of 31, but I think we are getting a bonus due to it being autumn. So take 14 off that, and we're looking at what, 20, 18, 17. We're looking at 17. So we're going to need to increase our food supply before we get the level 2 building. This is taking -30. Which means that perhaps we're going to have to convert this sooner rather than later. Next turn we can afford just about to change this. Have a think about that. Cenred's gained a rank, we've sorted that out. Traditions we've sorted out, and we've sacked Colonia Agrippina. Okay. Right. Just keep checking that we can't change any of these household items. We need household items that are going to help with public order, if we can possibly get them. So I think we're done for this turn. Nothing else we can do other than continue on with Cenred to march south. So he's now a bit present in Britannia Superior, which should be slightly increasing our farming output in terms of monetary value. I'm just going to have a quick look at diplomacy this turn to see if there's anything else that we can gain. The biggest gains will hopefully come when we finally get our port up and running in Camulodunum. We are going to be putting it as a trade port to increase wealth, surprise surprise, rather than military or food producing. And here come some trespassers. The good old British. Hopefully they're on their way back. Right, it is now winter, which means we're going to suffer attrition. So, to prevent that from happening, we're going to have to fortify Cenred for a turn, which is going to obviously hinder his movement, but it's a necessary thing. So as you can see, fortified stance makes you immune to desert snow and swamp attrition. So whilst he's fortified for the... Whilst he's fortified for the season, the spy will move on down to Augusta Trevorum, which is already being besieged by the Caledonians, and the Caledonians have also taken Colonia Agrippina. So, boy, oh boy, this is bad news indeed. This is horrendous. The Caledonians are becoming rather large. Rather large indeed, and they're probably going to capture this as well and take this. Full stack there, full stack there. They didn't have a full stack here though. This was completely undefended if I remember rightly, so all of their forces are down here. Next season I think we're going to have to put old Cenred onto a forced march to try and get somewhere rather quickly, because he seems to be a step behind the other factions here. This so-called operation is not going according to plan. In the slightest. Right, come on, get yourself down here, Mr. Spy. There we go. Hopefully we'll get here before anybody else does. Who is this? Let's have a look at diplomacy. So nobody hates our guts, really. I mean, the Franks, they've got 2 lands here. The Alamans have got just the 1 land. The Langobards have these 2 lands here, so they're not overly happy with us, but they're a bit far away to do anything about it for now. The Geats up here. The Gauls don't really like us. Western Romans still have a few lands left, which we need to get to quickly as possible. Okay. Let's see if we can start some trade here. I think, although we haven't built the port, because we do have a port slot, we are now able to trade across the seas. So let's start with the Geats.
Good and noble friend, what an honor you do us.
Excellent.
Come speak so that the spirits can hear your words.
Oh, let us speak indeed. Let us speak to the tune of money. And a trade agreement. You have timber, which we need for some of our buildings. Marvellous. We'll take that. But how about you pay some coin for the privilege of trade with our great nation. So we are demanding payment, not making payment. Just double check that. Oh, we've been too greedy. Okay, we've been a bit greedy there. We've been a bit greedy. Do apologise, but I drive a hard bargain, you know. I can't help it. It's in my blood. Let's try 600. 600 is good, yes? Yes.
I will take word of our agreement and put it before my people. They will feast in celebration.
And we will celebrate with them. Marvellous. Thank you. Non-aggression? How about non-aggression as well? Just for laughs. Excellent. Thank you so kindly. So that's a good start. I'm happy with that. The Alamans, they like us, so there's no reason why we can't have non-aggression also.
Be welcome.
No? Okay. The Vandals, all the way down here on the northern tip of Italy. We can trade with them, apparently. Let's see if they are up for the offer.
I look forward to your wisdom,
Nope.
but I trust you.
Fair enough. And the Danes. We already have non-aggression with the Danes, so trade is obviously the next step, surely.
Greetings to you. I trust you.
No. Damn and blast. In all of my campaigns that I tried with the Saxons, sort of practice campaigns to get used to the various features of the game, the Danes were always very difficult to get trade with. I don't know why. Maybe they're just greedy people. They don't like to trade with others. Anyway, the Franks are hardly going to trade with us, are they?
Greetings, friend.
Stranger things have been known. We'll try it. We'll just try it. Okay, so we've got an extra trade agreement with the Geats. It's not marvellous, but it's better than nothing. Takes our income up to 1,600. We'll take that.